Morning, everybody. This is Drew, your host of Elusive Adventures. We're headed to Crump, Tennessee this morning. It's across the Tennessee River from Savannah, Tennessee. Got a big old flea market over there, and we've decided we're going to ease a beautiful fall day. We're just going to ease over here and peruse the flea market and see what kind of goodies or antiques or just plain old cool stuff we can find. And we want you guys to come along with us, and we're going to share in the adventure and be part of the adventure team, and just see what kind of fun we can have. It's already been a good morning. We're driving through this beautiful Tennessee countryside. You know, just fields and trees and cattle and just a very, very rural environment. This county we're passing through is the second largest county in the state of Tennessee. And if my history's right, I think it has the smallest population for being the second largest county in the state. It's just very, very rural and don't have a whole lot of citizens or residents. And that's not something you run across a whole lot these days. A lot of places you go is, my humble opinion, overpopulated. So kind of places I try to stay out of. Anyway, come on, we're going to go check out the flea market. Maybe they'll have an antique we can't do without some kind. So we'll see y'all when we get there. Guys, we're going to go down through the old part of town in Savannah, Tennessee. This is a very, very historical town. Savannah, Selmer, for several reasons. We got Shiloh Military Park down here as a national cemetery. The Battle of Shiloh was one of the most violent battles of the Civil War. Also got the Buford-Pusser era over here. That history is right across the river over here in Selmer, Tennessee. If any of y'all are familiar with Buford-Pusser and the Walking Tall movies, there's still a museum over here you can go visit. I like these little old towns. They still got their town squares and still got Main Street, and all of them are decorated real, real nice. They try to keep the history of the old part of town alive, and I like to see that.
That's Raphael Illich's antique
place. It is. Now everybody keeps their storefronts decorated up. I think there's there's a memorial right up here to the Civil War, the cannons and the cannonballs. We'll save that for another video and another day, but I'm definitely going to come over here and touch on that when you see stuff like that. If you got to see it. The Shiloh Military Park, the National Cemetery. You can agree with you. Everybody take a side, it don't matter. But somebody has fought and died. All them headstones and them memorials is the currency that paid for our freedom. From 1776 right on to today, when there was trouble going on and there was a threat, somebody went and faced the enemy. They faced the music, and that's what's made the difference and kept us where we're at. So anytime you see one of those memorials, you just figure all them headstones out there is the currency that bought and paid for the freedom and the rights that we so enjoy today. And I'll stand on that till I die. But that's going to be for another day and another video. When the fall colors really pop, we'll come over here and take a tour of this National Military Park, share that with everybody. But today we're going to cross this alluvial floodplain on the Tennessee River, and we're going to go over here to this flea market at Crump. We're going to have a good time. guys, once again, I want to apologize for the noise. Because there's going to be loud motorcycles and people talking and this and that. This booth here has a very large selection of tires and wheels. Probably find most anything you need. That dude on that loud scooter could be riding that thing and be making about as much impact. Yeah, with all that noise. That's pretty cool. That'd probably be worth quite a bit of money. The generator. Got all kind of cooking pots. Much cooking as I do, I could probably use that. Yeah. Got a few pumpkins. Old deer skull. Coca-Cola. Well, didn't take Miss Beth long to buy her a bag to fill up.
She's actually about 5
Cool fishing poles. They're an old vintage Coke machine. That right there tells you a story. 40 cents for a Coca-Cola when that was decommissioned. This guy's always got a bunch of cool stuff. He got knives. Okay. Some old money. Commemorative coins. Some old silver. See the dates on that. I think that's 37.
Oh yes, ma'am, you surely can. I mean, but I gotta warn you though. Be careful. You will find something you like in there. You may have to take it back.
That's pretty cool. I could use that in the kitchen.
Yeah, that'll work in the kitchen.
Wow, these stone jugs are nice. Really, really nice.
So,
Those are in really, really, really good shape.
hey, I ain't never seen them like that.
Number 5. This guy's always got a bunch of good stuff. He got some really, really neat antiques.
Now, you take it off. You paint strip and take it off.
There's Miss Beth
You know
here.
what I'm saying? That to me is just plain stupid. But, you know, hey, wasn't mine.
That one's been used a lot too.
Miss Beth will have us a project to do before we get the last 5 projects done.
Yeah. Yeah, I like my old stuff.
I do too.
Well, I'll put you in one of them Crocs for about $50 now.
Yuck.
No, I've got
Coming from a fella that uses tools for a living
I actually
half the time.
stick for this one, but it was coming
Old
with
grinder.
it. Of course, you know I forgot it today.
We can get out here.
Several sets of golf clubs. Some old lanterns up here. And another stone crock. We big fans of the stone crocks. What's he asking for them jugs out there?
100 apiece.
Hmm.
And that lady came up to me. She said, "How much you asking for your jugs?" I said, 200. He laughed. He said, "Oh, I get it. I was trying to make me hundreds."
Well, yeah. Wheeling and dealing. you was to buy one of them, which one would you want? Got an assortment of fishing lures. Some of those are probably antiques. Old Bill Dance fat-free shad. Honey. We're gonna walk on down the way and see what we can find. Sir, we'll be back. Not that I need another project. Well, heck, you're retired. You got time to do projects. How about that? Oh, this cedar sure is gorgeous. You can make a really pretty sign for your driveway out of all that. Out of some of that. It's gorgeous. I'm not even gonna ask. Beautiful, beautiful wood. That's absolutely cool right there. That is probably the biggest bear trap I have ever seen.
My foot for comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would take us. It would take two big men or a very smart man to set that by himself. Now, could I set it by myself? Yes. But I know how to. Y'all, they have just got a ton of stuff all the way up through here, as far as you can see, covered. And then over here, there's a barn, a metal building. Got a bunch of booze in it. And then these tables out here too. We'll try to check all that out. Pretty cool jacket. Some of the more permanent booths in this building, they're here on a year-round basis. Have some of your better antiques as far as your glass, or like this, they hadn't made a metal fishing box, tackle box in years. If you collect stuff like this, it is well worth what they're asking for it. That's antique. That's definitely pretty. It look good on your wall. It's pretty. I've actually got a couple of those. The fish muffin pans. They're just for decoration. I don't make cornbread in them. But they would make some fine cornbread. This booth is full of knickknacks and curios and jewelry. Little bird houses. That'd look good in the yard. Old car hood. Said You can literally find anything in here. Okay, this booth is not open. The whale's pretty cool. And so are the masks. My camera's picking up that darn fence. Maybe I can get right here. Yeah, those are interesting. This little old booth has always had pretty interesting stuff, but it's only been open about one time that I can remember since I've been coming over here.
Trying to work things out, you know? I'm just sorry you guys can't get together more.
Counterfeits are usually made with hazardous and even lethal ingredients that could harm you and others. The money you pay, it goes right into the hands of criminals. You don't know where the products came from.
All these old metal gas cans, throwback. They're awesome. Old radio. Clock radio. It's an definite antique. Old milk can. Old motor. Guitars. Brass curios. Antique violin or fiddle. There's some pretty cool pieces in here. These old hurricane lamps. They're beautiful. Beautiful antique pieces of glass, the Fenton. There's a butter churn there, but it doesn't have a top. I would rather have a big one. $40.
What do you think about that one?
Some nice old Corningware in here. More brass. Now, I'm not going to go in this booth. I'm too big. That whole proverbial bull in the china shop, I have to be real, real careful. If you were looking for a particular type of glass treasure, pretty sure they would have it at this booth. They've got some unique pieces. That fish is interesting. Very, very interesting. Quite a large deer skull. Pretty piece of cast iron. Toys. Quite an assortment of pumpkins. Mums. And we've already got all the mums we need. And hibiscus plants are pretty. They're really, these tomatoes are gorgeous. Hibiscus plants are beautiful. Probably get them at a pretty good price too. These ladies have a nice booth. They've got all kind of kitchen implements. Yes, ma'am. Y'all got a nice booth? Oh, large assortment of shells.
I usually get that. So if I got one, it's probably the double fold.
Yeah. And how much do you want to get on those?
That's pretty. What? I'm just filming. It's a handheld. I create content, put on YouTube. It's a hobby of mine. So you can find, that's a nice set of glassware. That's actually very, very nice because it's all there. That's pretty. we have decided to get these 2 queen conch shells to go in the rock garden for decoration. They got a good price on them. I ain't got to try to get them back from the Bahamas. Just take them home. Yes, ma'am. Is this your booth?
He usually sits over there somewhere. I don't know where he's at.
I came back this time.
Okay, well, hey, I like that.
Well, I got a good deal on
Yeah,
it.
you got that down there for Jim, didn't you? Yeah.
Well, we'll be back. We'll be back in a little bit.
Okay. Hey.
All right, guys. Today at the flea market, we got a couple of beautiful queen conch shells. They don't have the hole punched in them where they were getting the conch out of to eat them. Both of them are actually in really good shape. I believe they've been indoors for a long time. So we're going to take these, put them in our rock garden along with the other stuff that we have. We got 2 wonderful jars of jelly. We got some pineapple pepper. And we just got some mixed pepper jelly. And that looks so good that on the way home this afternoon, I'm going to stop by the Pig and get me a stick of summer sausage and some cream cheese and mix the cream cheese in this with some Ritz crackers and summer sausage and be happy. I want to take the time to thank you guys for joining us on another episode of the channel. We hope you've enjoyed the flea market today over here in Crump, Tennessee. A lot of history around this area. Look it up sometime. You may want to come on a little vacation here. I would highly recommend that. Once again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. We will see you on the next one.